Alright guys, Facebook Marketplace browsing got me in trouble again. Came across this Toro T1200 generator. I was looking at it and this recoil looked an awful lot like the Coleman generator I have with the Suzuki engine. So I figured I'd take the $50 gamble. Either it's going to run and work or it's going to be a $50 boat anchor. So it does say made in Japan here, and I'm not seeing Suzuki on this yet, but I'm sure it's on here somewhere. The sticker is all covered in oil here. Before I start working on it, we'll just shine it up real quick. We'll hit it with some simple green. Okay, got it somewhat cleaned up. So the story goes, this guy had this in his garage attic. The previous owners of his house left it there when they moved out. And he's been there 5 years, so he's never used it. And I don't know when the last time it's ran. The tank doesn't look too bad in there. See if I can get a light. Yeah, it doesn't look that bad from what I can tell. I noticed it's got some little pins right here, so this tank can come off pretty easily. And then there's a spark plug up here. I have to take this tank off to get the spark plug out. Let's check the oil. Oh, it does have oil in it. It doesn't look too bad. All right, let's get this spark plug out and check for spark. All right, before we check for spark and pull it over a bunch of times, we'll put some Marvel Mystery Oil down the spark plug hole. Okay, we got our engine on, and we'll go ahead and pull it over. Oh, there we go. All right, took a few times, but looks like we got spark now. Yeah, it's sparking now. Okay, up next, let's get this carburetor off and see what that looks like. Pretty interesting air filter. Looks like it's got this wing nut, must hold the element in. Yep. All right, then there's looks like a couple 10mm nuts holding the carb on. All right, gaskets still look good. Let's pop this bowl off and see what we got. Yeah, it smells pretty ripe. There's a little bit of gas in there. Nice gold gas. Oh yeah. Bunch of sediment. Could be worse though. Here's our gasket. We'll get that off there. Looks reusable. There we go. Yeah, looks like it just needs a good cleaning and should be good. All right, so it looks like the main jet is in here. There's a little hole there it must suck gas up into. So before I try to take that out, let's just get this stuff soaking in some carb cleaner. And we'll get the outside of this carb sprayed down. Get all the gunk off of it. And this throttle shaft is seized up. We'll have to work on that. Okay, so I hit this throttle with a little bit more carb cleaner and it started to turn. Now it's nice and loose, look at that. So I'm gonna keep cleaning this up. I'll probably take this float off here, check the needle and seat. All right, this bowl shined up real nice. Now let's work on getting this jet out and cleaning that up. Okay, so it is free, so maybe that jet's just gonna have to stay in there. We'll let it soak some more. All right, let's see if this jet will come out. Looks like it is. That's good. Okay, there's a little O-ring in there. But yeah, that is free. You can see through it. We'll just let this soak. This part feels a little gummy. All right, so this O-ring pretty much disintegrated from the carb cleaner. So dug out this O-ring assortment and found one right here that should work. So got that on there. So I'll probably put a little bit of silicone spray on that and then put this back in there. All right, let's try getting this float out of here. All right, so there's the needle. That's good, there's no rubber tip on there. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna leave this in there and kind of clean out that bore a little bit. Take a Q-tip and try to clean up in there. Okay, this jet still is not budging, so I just cleaned it with this tool here. So that should be fine. I just don't want to wreck it. All right, got the bowl gasket back in place. All right, this should be ready to put back on. Okay, carb is back on, and this air filter is basically just disintegrating. So we're not gonna use that. We don't want that crud going in the engine. So I did blow out this, make sure there's no junk in there. I'll have to get a piece of foam and cut that to fit. All right, airbox is on, and I just noticed. That's what I was looking for, Suzuki. These are awesome little engines. Up next, I think we're gonna put a little bit of gas in here and kind of swish it around, see if there's any sort of debris in the tank and get that rinsed out. And then we're pretty close to firing this thing up. Oh, there, perfect. Could probably just use this in the lawnmower. I just want to get, there's a little bit of old gas in there. Just kind of stir it around. Doesn't look like any rust chunks coming out. A little bit darker color though. Just let all that run out. Okay, got the spark plug back in. Got some 91 octane non-ethanol in the tank. Let's go ahead and turn the fuel on. Let it go slow for a few seconds to fill up the bowl. All right, put the choke on. Switch is on. Let's see if she fires up. That first pull, but we do have a mouse nest in this recoil housing. Look at that. All right, we got to take this off and get that cleaned out. All right, let's see if anyone's home. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they made themselves right at home. Look at that. I don't see any dead bodies yet. All right, I'm gonna get a trash can and get this cleaned out. All right, got the housing back on. Let's try that again. All right, let's try hooking up a light to it. All right, got a halogen 150 watt light here. Let's see if it works. So it is kind of surging a little bit, but I think that's because there's no air filter in here. Probably running a little bit lean because of that. But yeah, it's a runner. It's making power. Not bad for 50 bucks. Now all I gotta do is change the oil and get an air filter for it. And this thing should be good to go. I did put a new fuel line here, but this one is still okay for now. All right, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. See you on the next one.